Welcome to Blind Intelligence, where the rules, the rights, and the responsibilities put you back in control. And I'm your host, Foresight. How do we deal with predatory lending when we're trying to obtain a loan? This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. I do not offer financial advice or legal advice. If you would like legal advice or financial advice, I suggest you find yourself a competent professional, and please, by all means, be advised. What I'm about to say here is strictly for education and informational purposes only. And the views and opinions of me, the host, Foresight, does not reflect the views and opinions of any platform that hosts Blind Intelligence. How do you avoid predatory lending when you're trying to get a loan? The main thing is, one of the things is that you need to know what that APR is. Knowing what that APR is. Asking them what the APR is. Right? Because that's you need to know that better than you need to know what your payment is. That's the first thing you need to know. Right? The next, you need to ask questions like, the next question you need to be asking them is, if I pay this loan off early, is there a penalty? Is there a penalty for advance payments? And if it is, you need to walk away from them, because they're only trying to protect themselves. The next question you need to be asking them, these lenders, to make sure that they ain't predatory lenders, is, yo, can I take that app? Can I take that contract home and look over it and then return it to you tomorrow? Yeah, sure, why not? That's the next thing they need to be asking. But if they don't, you need to walk away from them. And a lot of them lenders, what they'll do is they'll say, well, we got a deal today, and because we're going to give you a good deal today, so you need to sign this paperwork right now. No, ain't nobody finna do that. If they're gonna give you a deal today, it should be good for tomorrow. Red flag. Ding, 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 ding. Next question you need to be asking them. Is this a fixed rate? Is this going to be a fixed rate one loan, or is it going to be one of the variable rate loans? Because you want to know. Because if it's a fixed rate, you ain't have to worry about it. But if it's a variable rate, well, we want to know. We want to know what index fund is in. When will be my next time how is my how often does my payments fluctuate? You want to know all that type of stuff. Just ask questions. You need to ask questions like that. Because if you don't ask questions, you don't know who you're dealing with. And see, like I say, you have to go in and you have to treat them all like they're predatory lenders by the questions that you ask, not the attitude that you have. Because the questions that you have is going to tell you who they are. Just like when you walk into their facility and they look at your consumer report, they're going to judge you, because whether your consumer report is 1010, is A1, or if it's jacked up, they're going to judge you either way. That's how these predatory lenders are. That's how, well, I'm not going to say predatory lenders, but that's how these lenders are, these financial institutions that's extending credit or loaning money. They're going to pass judgment on you. So you need to be prepared. Go into ChatGPT. Ask questions. Say, hey, what type of questions do I need to ask a lender to make sure that they're not a predatory lender? And if they can answer you these questions, then they're straight. But let me tell you one more thing. If you go in there, and they try to rush that, like I said, they gotta rush that loan on you. That's my stick. That is my stick, and I'm staying with it. You need to really second guess. And then you need to be asking about, then you need to also ask them about fees. Is there origination fees? Is there consumer insurance fees or credit insurance fees? What type of fees? Because certain fees may not be necessary for you to take, for them to, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna add all those fees inside your monthly payments, and you'll never see them. But when they tally it up and it's something that you can afford, guess what? They got you. Because you're going to say yay. So be prepared to just do your due diligence asking these lenders questions. And don't go in there thinking that you're just going to, they're just going to give you the loan and you're just going to go about your business because they're going to, she might be sexy as hell. He might be a real good looking fella. That don't mean squat. You doing business. You go in there doing business. And don't be afraid to walk if they don't answer your questions. If they don't answer one question, they try to dance around it, you need to Mike and Ike it. That means you need to walk. Because there is no loan out there. No, let me say this. Let me rephrase. There's no reason why you got to be that darn desperate to get a loan that's cheating you out your hard-earned working money. So, be advised. You're in charge. They can't do nothing until you say yes. They can't do nothing until you get that thing you get that thing signed. And let me tell you this. Let me say this, and then I'm going to leave you. One more thing. If whatever they say, it must be in writing. Don't let them tell you one thing, and then when you get it in writing, it's another thing. Because what's written, that's the law. Contract makes the law. And what's written down, that's it. Because what they say can go out the window. So if they tell me, because I done seen it happen a lot. I had a person come to me and tell me that they was leasing a car loan, and the lender told them this, but the contract said that. I said, was it in writing? They said, well, no, they told me this verbally. I said, got to be in writing. Well, that's my source for today. I'm your host, Foresight, and this is the channel Blind Intelligence. I want to thank you for watching. And if you found this video educational and informational, please subscribe and share this information. And hit that notification bell when I go on, because I'm definitely going to give you some more source about this information, because I don't want nobody to fall victim to predatory lending. We want to thank you for watching and stay encouraged.